When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers offense will get the first swing of the game. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Washington. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So Florida Atlantic's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things...
There he goes! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge all week long.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route who gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. At the 35, he's open. Off and running. Past the 30. He's at the 20.
necessarily be known for long runs and your fast speed, but all you got to do is get it done. Have the agility, have the awareness, score the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Perkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll go back to work on offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
Turning it on! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's loose down the left side. He's at the touchdown Tiger. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Give to the running back. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. The Owls can really attack on this second and short. The play action fake. Makes the catch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He now has 79 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Dumps it to the back, and that is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Owls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Dances away to buy time. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. To the 10, and he's dragged down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The terrain gets rough this touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Florida State may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Doak Campbell Stadium every time. The Noles have been racking up road wins since the Bobby Bowden days, and they get another one today. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looks as if he's going to run it. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Searching forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Number 18, in our formation to consider.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle. And offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. He's going to let it go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision. They'll
try the run. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Looking to throw, it's Washington. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Touchdown Tiger! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll send the back in motion. To throw, it's Washington. Caught behind the line. It's Isaac. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. He'll do it himself. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback will keep it. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fakes the grab. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of, pardon me, windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Goes to the option. The pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse. And that's what happened on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. And if that's a play on the option, the quarterback would like to have back. Well, that's a huge completion on third down. And David, he was double covered. I mean, what do you do as a coordinator moving forward now trying to stop this guy from making plays?
I can't tell you how frustrating that is. I got 2 on him. Like, I'm sending resources to stop this guy, and he's still making plays. You got to get more pressure on the quarterback. You got to disguise. You got to do something, but apparently that guy, you can't cover him, even with 2.
Back to pass. It's Washington. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Snatches it on the right. Finds some room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Shakes off the defender. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, stay in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Auburn's offense will be first on the attack. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On the run, it's Isaac. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Auburn sends out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boots his first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Florida Atlantic's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They are going to be greeted. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Isaac. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Off play action on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and fit.
There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Auburn. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something to get out.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside kick. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
He'll pull it down and run. There he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Pulls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these third downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Might be looking to run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last one, they're staring at a second and long first down marker just short of the goal line. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for us.
Now facing a third and long. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Washington. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Gets it to him on the screen. Still running at the 40. There he goes to the right. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Owls.
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. It's Isaac. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Half halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fenwick. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. The give out of the gun. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Flood. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Power football with the run. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On the move. Turning it on. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
I'll tell you what, dude. In today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick release by the QB. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So first down here as they go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Turner. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got it behind the line. It's Flood. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Looking for the time with the extra point. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. The running back has it. Got the first down and more. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David, he shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Auburn offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Washington. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keep slinging it. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Owls. And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fenwick. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Washington. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one. Hauls it in. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field.
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. We want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll give it to the back. Look out, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They'll run it from the gun. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. And the Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Starting to feel a little pressure. Finds a tight end. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right front.
They're dealing with a second and long. Touch pass on the run. They almost got a first down there, stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one. Touchdown, Owls! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
Man, that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeben are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Washington. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Fires complete on the crosser. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Flood. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Finley. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll immediately call timeout. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. 3rd down, a lot of sometimes it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah,
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Leaves it with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got it at the 15. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report.
The Tigers will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Breaks into the open. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
I love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Grab near the marker. It's Hatchett. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Hatchett. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Owls had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Makes the catch. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. This crowd knows this defense needs them with the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Gives it on the option. Slithers into space. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time that you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Finds a spot in the middle. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Washington. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have...
Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. He's at the... Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
49, Auburn, 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Auburn offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate...
There he goes! And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
To the air on 1st down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Caught in the backfield, it's Isaac. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Finley. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Caught behind the line. It's Turner. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Finds his man. It's Dickey. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Washington. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Smashes it between the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Missouri came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
Kevin turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And guys, Florida Atlantic is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. The give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they've had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down.
Let's go! Let's go!
On the option. Now the toss. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Back to pass, it's Barnes. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And that is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guy.
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Rides to back and leaves it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Caught close to the marker, it's front. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Washington. Zings it complete to the right.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll go to the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. The give, and tick, 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 tick. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They'll operate out of split backs. He'll pull it on the read. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
A 3rd down try for the offense. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know